This is the 26th of July, Tuesday morning. We're here in South Tampa in the Hyde Park region. This home was built in, I believe it was 1929. This is a frame house and cast iron plumbing underneath. Part of the plumbing system has rotted away on the cast iron drainage system. This morning what we're going to be doing is removing that section of pipe and replacing it with PVC. So without further ado, this repair is done underneath the house. Like I said before, it was it's a frame house with a crawl space. So the only way to make the repair is to go underneath the crawl space and cut the cast iron out. So here we go.
All right, it's a little tight fit back here, but plumbing ain't easy. Alrighty. Well, this is the area we have to work in. Plenty of room. So we'll get to it and get back to you shortly. I'll point out what's wrong with the waistline, and we'll go from there. The problem that we have Alrighty. Now if you can see here, somebody has tried to make a repair with a radiator hose and toward the top of it. But the top of this cast iron and the cast iron all the way down is cracked and broken. So what we're going to do today is we're going to remove this section of iron and replace it with PVC. This line services the home's kitchen sink. So as we go along, I will take you through this step by step and show you the removal and the proper way to replace this line. All right, the first thing we're going to do here is, what we need to do is remove the old cast iron to get it completely out of our way. And the cast iron is pretty rotten, so we're going to start here a good distance away from this hub here. That's the cast iron hub where the pipe joins together. We want to preserve that hub so that we can tie back in onto it with the plastic. Anyways, so I'm going to break the iron up in this area right here, and we'll go down further and break the iron there and get it out of our way so that we can start running the new line. All right. And it breaks real easy, as you can see. That cast iron was totally rotten, and there's a few little bugs running in there. So we will get rid of this. We're not going to leave this here. We're also going to remove it so that we have a clean work environment. Safety is always first. Alrighty, we're back. And Mike Rowe, this is a dirty job. Alrighty, remove this old section of pipe right here out of this bell hub and try very carefully. There we go. And like I said, we take all the debris out. What we're going to attempt to do here is tap out the old cast iron lead joint so that we can install the new one without breaking the hub. Got the old iron out of place. Gotta remove the oakum, which is it's a little stiff. Of course, it's over 80 years old. Just cleaning the hub of the cast iron up now so that the new fitting can go in, and so we can adapt the PVC to it. Got the old cast iron out of the joint here, and what we're going to do now is we're going to install this fitting right here. Now this fitting right here, this is called a PVC caulk joint. And what makes this different is one is the length on the PVC. The other is that we have this ridge here. Now what this ridge does is it stops the oakum from going back, and the oakum is a packing that we put in before we pour the lead joint. But this fitting is designed to adapt from bell and spigot cast iron to PVC. So that is what we're going to do now, and you insert it just so, and I've got just a skosh bit of stuff up in here still, which I will get out of there. This is the old oakum. It's hard as a brick. And it should, that's much better. And we give it a little tap. Looks good there. Now, what we do is we start putting the oakum around, which is this rope-like stuff, and we put it in with what we call a yawning iron, which is a lead tool. And we pack it, get it shoved back up in there. This will hold the fitting into place, and like I said, it'll stop the lead from running back into the drainage system. So we get the oakum into place. It's a little tight. The fitting will move around a little bit until I get everything secured. But once I get it secured, it'll be good and tight and ready to receive the lead. Got a packing iron here. I have to excavate a little bit so I can drive it into place. More oakum. Start melting the lead. You got to put it in this, what we call a lead ladle. This is a 5-pounder, and this will capture the lead as it gets melted. And this is how we do it. to trim off the excess lead using an old wood chisel. The joint's moving just a little bit, but that's nothing to be concerned about. Alrighty, and we'll just tap the joint back up into place. Make sure that we got grade on it. Yeah, we got a half a bubble, looking good. Now, I'm going to take a caulking iron here, and I'm going to caulk the joint. And by doing this, what I'm doing is I'm expanding the lead in between the two different materials, and this will make a watertight joint. You don't need to drive the lead. It's a soft metal, and it will just needs to be tapped on, and that's sufficient enough. But you do need to do it all the way around on the inside and the outside. Alrighty, here we're getting ready to make the connection between the two pieces of pipe. One is the PVC pipe, and here where I've installed the PVC caulk adapter into the existing cast iron. And this is the solvent joint, and by doing this is we use a purple primer. The reason that it is purple is so that the inspectors could tell whether or not the plumber had actually cleaned the pipe prior to gluing it. Years ago they would just put the pipe together with no primer, and this, after a period of time, the pipe would lose its bond and start leaking. By priming it, you're ensured a good, clean fitting and piece of pipe. Now we glue it, and I'm pretty generous with the glue because I don't want any leaks. And we slide it together here. And twist it a little bit. This ensures that the glue gets all the way around it. And hold it in place for a few minutes this way, or a minute or two. This way, the fitting, sometimes they like to back out of itself. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this this short little clip on this. The rest of it we're not going to be able to film because there's no room for me and the cameraman to show you everything. So this is pretty much it. I wanted you to see this this particular fitting the proper way, the legal way to make this connection right here between cast iron and PVC. There are other